Yes, hello viewers, thank you so much for watching our tutorials. Sharif, your IT expert. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a Gmail account. So, first and foremost, there's a few things that you need to have when you're going to create a Gmail account. One, you need to have a stable connection. You need to have internet. That's the requirement because everything you're going to be working with, it's going to be online. The other element or requirement, you need to have a browser. For those who don't know what a browser is an application that is going to allow us to get access to the internet and the various website. So we do have various types of browsers. We have Chrome, we have Safari, we have Microsoft Edge. Mention the list is endless. So without wasting time, let me show you how to create a Gmail account. And for my case, I'm going to use Microsoft Edge as my browser. So when I click on Microsoft Edge, it has loaded. So what I want to create is a Gmail email account. I know some those terms may be confusing, but still we shall have tutorials to distinguish between a Gmail and an email because they are two different terms. So first and foremost, since we need to create a Gmail account, we need to be using a search engine of Google. So once you type in the browser that you're going to use, let's say for my case, I've used the Microsoft Edge, you may be using Safari, you may be using Chrome. It doesn't matter the browser you're using, but if you're using the steps I'm going to show you, you will be able to create your Gmail account. So you come here at the topmost of your URL, then you type in google.com. The reason why we type in google.com because Gmail, it is an email service that is provided by google.com. So I type in google.com, then I press enter. So let me change my language to English since I don't understand the Arabic language, I do understand English. So what do I want to do? I want to create a Gmail email account. So I'm going to click here on sign in. When I click on sign in, it is loading. I think you're able to see this is the new interface it has displayed. So I don't have a Gmail account and it is asking me to log in. So if I try to log in, trust me, it's not going to work. So what I'm going to do, since I don't have an account, I want to create a new account. So I'm going to click on create account. So when I click on create account, a pop-up message is going to come. Is it for work or my business, for my children, or for my personal use? For this case, let me use for my personal use. When I select that option, then it brings another interface. Create a Google account, enter your first name. My first name, let's say my first name is Favor. So I'm going to write there Favor. Then let's say my second name is Molonji. And they're saying this is optional. So if my second name is Molonji, I go ahead and click what? I click next. When I click next, Google is requiring me to fill in my basic information, that is your birthday and gender. So assume my date of birth or the birthday, the month is January, then the day, let's say 12th, then the year maybe 2005. Then the gender, I'm going to say male. If you're female, you say you are a female. Then you press next. When you press next, it's loading. So choose your Gmail account. pick a Gmail account and create your own. So Google, it automatically formulates for you the desired Gmail address that you're going to use. And still, if you're not conversant, or if you're not, if you don't want, there are alternatives that they have displayed for you. You can go ahead and do what? Create your own what? Gmail address. So for this case, let me choose favormulungi29@gmail.com. Remember, as a professional, it is advisable to use a Gmail account reflecting your original names for easy identification. So I'm going to select this favormulungi29@gmail.com. I think that is it is easy for me to remember, and it's a little bit professional since it's having my two names, Favor Mulungi. Then I click next. When I click next, they want me to set the password. And the password, they are telling me it should have a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols. So since this is a demonstrational purpose, I'm going to activate this show password to help my colleague or to help someone there who is creating an email account. So the password I'm going to enter in here, it shouldn't be the same you're going to use, my friend. You can use a different password. So this is just for learning purposes. So they have told us a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols. So I may decide to use, let's say, my date of birth. It's not advisable though to use your date of birth. You have to get something that cannot be easily hacked. So I'm going to use, let's say, since characters, a mixture of letters, numbers, and symbols, I can decide to use hash hash. I start with hash hash, then I put there 900, then MF, then they said a mix of letters. Then I put, this is lowercase MF, then I put there uppercase as LS. So make sure you write your password somewhere. And make sure you don't give access to your password, because someone can use your email address for other benefits. So after writing your password somewhere in a very safe place, don't display it on your desktop in your workplace for everyone to see that this is the password for my Gmail account. It is not allowed, my dear friend. So after filling in your desired password, then you press next. When you press next, another interface is displayed. They are requiring for a recovery email. This recovery email, it's going to help us in cases where you have forgotten your email address. So let me put in mine. It is lulesharif@gmail.com. So you can, if you want, you can skip it. If you want, you can fill in, or it is optional. But for you to have a secure email account, you need to have a recovery email, because you never know, you may forget your password. I'm not saying you're going to forget it, but in cases where you forget it. So I press next. When I press next, they are requiring me to fill in my my phone number, and this is also optional, but you fill in the phone number of your country. So my country, since it's Uganda, I look for Uganda. So I select Uganda, then I fill in the phone number, since it is my personal email account. So I'm not going to fill in any number, then I'm going to click skip. Then review your account information. You can use this information. Then I'm going to click next. So these are the privacy and terms. These are the policies. I'm going to agree. If you have time, you read through. But for the case of demonstration, I'm going to just agree. Then when I agree, it is loading. Yes, it has loaded. So you're able to see this icon. It's having F. F is an initial for favor. So that means when it loads like this, I've managed to create, successfully managed to create my Gmail account. So if I want to access it, I simply click on what? On Gmail. When I click on Gmail, it is loading. Yes, it has loaded. So this is how you are able to create a Gmail account. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I believe for those who didn't know how to create a Gmail account, you have gotten the concept, and don't sit. If you didn't have a Gmail account, do it now. Get a computer or a phone. The same steps I've shown you, they're the same procedures or steps that you're going to. If you can say, Sheriff, I don't have a computer. How will I be able to create a Gmail account? You can use your phone, that smartphone of yours. It can also be used to create a Gmail account. Thank you so much for watching our tutorials. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel, Asapu Uganda, and our Facebook page. Thank you. May God bless you. See you in the next tutorial.